Cerberus eSports. But before all that, let's thank our official sponsors: GG Network TV, Twitch, Gigabyte, ViewSonic, Mineski Infinity, Cyber Cafe, Nationwide, The Secret Shop, and of course our gaming partner, Garena. You can see here the compositions. Let them start for a little bit. So we do see that the bans, or rather for the left side, it's going to be Mineski. For the right, it's going to be Cerberus. Blue team, or rather Mineski banning out the Malzahar, Brahmin, Vladimir. Pretty smart, especially having a Jin and Graves set up in mind. Braum can just stomp on all of that. And here for Cerberus, banning out the Zillion, Ash, and Karma. Of course, we know that. Oh, now remember, it was Zillion and Karma that EXO used in the mid lane before, when they faced up against Infuse the other day, or I think like week 2. And of course, Ash, that was one of their winning champions that they used against. I can't remember who it was. I think it was G1. That Zensho was like, okay, once I build my Runan's Hurricane, I'm all good and ready to go. I won't be stopped anymore. But now, let's check out the picks that they have. For Mineski, they, like I said, they've already picked the Graves as well as the Jin. Now I support Taric for TG and a hover over the Nautilus here. Again, Nautilus, one of the heroes or champions that I really want to see used in 6.16 just because of his ultimate, and they will use him, I think, yeah, in the jungle, while EXO in the mid lane gonna be getting that Victor. So they have so much engaged potential with the Nautilus, as well as, well, because the Nautilus is so disruptive that I think this is enough leeway that a Jin as well as a Graves can actually dish out their damage, which is what what War Gods didn't have on game 2 when High was on that Jin. So checking out now the heroes or champions used by Cerberus. A hover over the Talia. Well, they do have the Tom Kench and Rek'Sai ready, so Tom Kench is surely going to be given to Shadow to keep Marky alive. And of course, this is, you know, the God feet Marky. Just because I like to call him that, or you know, just because of how amazing his positioning is when he does go in on the team fights. You should see him in his placements. It's really nice, or rather, very remarkable to look at. Mid lane Trevor actually gonna be playing Life Howling. I forgot who this guy is. He was with Cerberus last time as well. I think this is Cups. Is it Cups? Now I can't remember. I'll actually double check who Life Howling is. I'm gonna ask my confidant, and I'll get back to you guys on that. I really can't read the Twitch chat right now because my Twitch is malfunctioning. Yeah, excuse me. But right now, Trevor's actually gonna be in mid lane. Shock is not here for the team of Cerberus, because I think he had an important exam to go to. And of course, guys, not only gaming but responsible studying is what we need. We don't have to, well, they do have an extended roster, so that means that they can expend another person to play in the place of the main guy, like Chalk, like this one, Life Howling. And what's best here is that Cerberus did acquire Suzaku before, which is not a bad thing at all. Because if you look at it, Cerberus before, I've already talked about this the other time that Cerberus actually debuted with Suzaku, was that Cerberus had nobody who wanted to engage for them. Yeah, they had Yux, but Yux was not a player who would go for an engaged type of top laner. So to speak, he got the gangplank, but at the same time, Suzaku was well known for his Malphite plays before when he was on Naga eSports, and Again, comparing him to Yux in terms of how their play styles differ. Again, Suzaku, I think, would be much. He's a much more constant player. Yux fluctuates a lot, and at the same time, again, Suzaku is, you can rely on him to be the engaged champion, the engaged player, and then Yux much more on the possibly utility type champions, or when the PGS summer, was it summer, spring? I think when it was Imperium Pro Team Boost, so that was spring split start. Yux actually started with a carry Fiora in the top lane, and then it debuted as like IPTB was like so good, and after those two matches, they were like, okay, what happened? But now they're looking really, they're looking really strong, solid with their with their lineup. I'm pretty excited to see how Suzaku, what he can actually still, or what he can give as Cerberus performs in upcoming tournaments. Now, Trevor here, he's of course the well-known jungler for Cerberus, but at the same time, he's playing a Talia mid. We know Talia is pretty good in terms of her disruption. You still do max out her Q, which is the shards, the rock shards. Wait, I'm checking the name of that right now. You still have a lot of damage with that. You still max that out, but at the same time, it is kind of weird. Okay. Oh yeah, it is Cups. So I was right. Life Howling is Cups. So you do have the threaded volley. That's the Q of her. But then at the same time, you have to know when to use it, because there is what you call that worked ground, which when you fire a missile through that work ground, you only fire one instead of the multiple missiles that you do release. So positioning is very important, as well as a good overview of what's happening on the game, what terrain can give you the most DPS or what it cannot. Of course, Unraveled Earth is also one of the best skills here of Talia, just because when you do like Earth Bend and then catch off your opponents, that's like you could with like a Rylai's, it could be good for stopping your opponents and then lots of damage. Even I believe League of Legends Korea actually Rito had to nerf because Talia was being used in the point that Unraveled Earth plus Seismic Shove would be such a strong harass tool that every time it stacks up onto you, it does not reduce in terms of damage. So what Rito did was that they reduced damage, but still, it's a pretty good tool for zoning out. And of course, you can't put out of effect Weaver's Wall, because Weaver's Wall is one of the one of the best troll ultimates aside from Tempered Fate. Like you could call it troll ultimate, but at the same time, it has such a huge effect on teamfights that if you can use Talia and that she doesn't actually get caught, and then she can actually release a wall, you can split a team in half with that. So let's go into the Summer Shift, guys, for Game 1 in this Best of 3 series between Smart.Mineski and Cerberus eSports. So for the blue team, it's going to be Noel in the top lane with a Nautilus. I thought it was going to be Jungle. Never mind, it's going to be Nixta with the Graves. EXO will be our mid lane Victor, and bottom lane duo Zensho will be our Jin, the Virtuoso, and the ADR role, or ADC role, and TG going to be on the fabulous Tarek. On the opposing team, it's going to be Suzaku with the Gangplank, Life Howling with the Rek'Sai. In the mid lane, Trevor shall be our top Talia. And then in the bottom lane duo, Marky on his Tristana, and then Shadow will be on the Tahm Kench. The battle has only just begun. I'm really curious about this one because of the changes to this bad boy right here. And look at this. That's what I'm looking about. Like, check this out. Shockwave explodes upon hitting its target, dealing the damage, launching them into the air, and then stunning them for 1 second. Also, you really like Talia because her mobility is pretty nice. Her turn mechanic is easy to use, and then her last hit as well is not bad. Oh, Trevor's actually going to be able to deal the damage back just because Exo, he had to go back here, get extra damage from the minions. Even if Exo got the Siphon power off, he was still able to make work of that. In the mid lane, I'm pretty excited about this matchup. Let's actually focus more onto Trevor just because this is his debut, I think, or not maybe debut, more of like his substitute view as a mid lane Talia. Look at the damage though. Lots of workaround. Trevor trying to minimize where the workaround is putting on. Like he's trying to overlap workarounds so that there's a lot of free room around this area. Now he can only use this part here to actually be able to be aggressive. Noel's not really on a good spot against Gangplank, just because Gangplank is not a hero that's, or rather Gangplank's not, or sorry, Nautilus is not a hero that Gangplank can actually harass out a Gangplank. So what Noel has to do here is to wait for the ganks of Nixta, because look at that, you're not going to be able to deal the damage you need to do against Suzaku and push him out of lane. I mean, you have your Titan shield, but it's not enough. Here in the mid lane though, Trevor winning in terms of CS. He might back off. Not certain of that, but Nixta is here. Okay, so this is perfect. If Noel can land a hook, Nixta can make something out of this. And you can see that Noel is playing a bit more passively so that Nixta can actually have the free time in the top lane. They're trying to go in, misses the hook, but forces the flash out. Noel thought that he had it, but didn't get it. Nixta though, looping back around. They look to actually go in for a possible dive. I don't think so, but in mid lane territory, Exo was forced to use his flash as well as his ghost because there was a gank by Cubs.
Through my work, you shall transcend.
It's pretty good. So lots of action already. Lots of action already being all around the map. Happening all around the map already. But I'm curious to see, once we hit that level 6, will Noel play proactive and gank a lane, or will he play passive? Because mid lane or top lane wise, actually he can force the fight onto Suzaku. So he might actually just do that, just because, well, Suzaku, he does have the remove script, but at the same time, he still has his devastating blow, that's a passive. He has his Riptide, the E for extra slow, and then he has his Q. Now they're setting up onto Zencho, gets the knockup. Nice alignment there of the stun for TG, slowing him down a little bit, but Shadow keeping the Rek'Sai alive will be at least eating him there and then keeping out of harm's way. Noel in the top lane against the Sheened up Suzaku might be too much of a task for him to handle, but well, you can see there that is what is happening right now because, well, Noel is already low in HP. So with this mid lane wise, Trevor winning a bit in terms of CS. And he still has his summoner spells up, and Exo a little bit, exposed. But then he is a Victor. I mean, Victor does have that that long range skill and siphon power that you will be able to at least get out of harm's way when need be, or not actually harm's way, more of like you can farm safely from a range. Oh, next spotting out Life Howling, but he does have a tunnel to get out of. Stun connects onto Marky. Deadly Flourish being blocked by Shadow. And they try to go in. There's the exhaust. No more stun, but Marky taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, Zencho still alive, but he does get devoured. Now Marky trying to run away for his life. Looks at TG, and TG doesn't have a flash anymore, so he thought he could have gotten for it, but decides not to. Doesn't want to be a bit too aggressive, but look at that communication by Cerberus eSports. This is what I'm talking about. The engaged potential of Suzaku. Yes, He is on a gangplank, but he knows when to use that cannon barrage, and it worked well for Cerberus, and now he gets himself that one first blood for his teammates. Forces the flash out of Nixta, as Nixta keeps going into the top lane and trying to get something out of nothing. I mean, he could get the Krugs, but then at the same time, Suzaku is gonna be a a very difficult target to handle when Kups is there for the support. Now you can see a loop around here by Cerberus. They're spotting. They're trying to at least maybe catch off next to trying to give a blue buff to EXO, or at the same time, Suzaku is softening up Noel for something like this. Doesn't even need to flash in. Only a tunnel with a parlay, and gets taken down. Talia not even needed for that one. Maybe to like use the valley to cut off your opponent's, or the Weaver Wall rather, to cut off your opponent's escape path. This is not looking too well for Mineski early on. But here comes another part by Mineski. Oh, look at the damage out, but he jumps in for the second one. You have to note that when you do complete your charges on the explosive charge, you can have a reset on your rocket jump. That's why there was a second jump for Marky. So it's really good by him. Oh, next to, oh no. Oh my goodness. This could be something deadly. Here comes Life Howling. Marky very low in HP. What a clutch devour by Shadow, and they keep him alive. Oh, next to so low. Oh, next to has the ultimate by TG, keeping him alive, but the Prey Seeker has Secret Spray. Will he have a second devour? No. Talia is here. Can he deliver the victory into their hands? No, that will not be the case, but still 1 for 2 gonna be in favor of Cerberus there in the top lane. Suzaku is having the time of his life, almost completing that Trinity Force. Nobody to worry about, because Noel is not going to be a threat for him, to him at all. When this game started, nothing happened from Noel, and the ban and picks for Mineski already showing how countered it is by Cerberus eSports. So now, with that in mind, there is at least a 1,000 gold lead only. But if you check like every particle of their gold, the only one leading would probably be EXO with 300 against Trevor. That's just because of the CS advantage, but then elsewhere, it's all Cerberus side. So it's like a 4-1 in terms of like, do I get, who's getting the benefit here in terms of the gold. So again, 4-1 in favor of Cerberus. And workaround, really something that you have to deal with when you're on a Talia. Next, spotting out the pink ward, taking it out. But look at this, so much control already by Cerberus. But Mineski not gonna allow them to actually, go freely about what objectives they have to do, so what they have to go on. At the same time, Cerberus looks like they want to start off this dragon here, and the Mineski have no vision at all to support that. Oh, okay, guys, are they going for dragon? Because right now, they're going for dragon. The top lane. Well, that cloth armor gonna help Noel wonders, but will it be enough? Suzaku still has his ultimate. He goes in aggressive, gets the depth charge. Oh, this could be something. There was damage onto Suzaku, but Suzaku did have that remove Scurvy at the same time. He was able to get out of the initial CC, and then before the knockup did connect onto him, he was already killing. He already killed Noel. So that was pretty good there by Suzaku. It's 2-0 and 1 already. Where is Nixta? ADCS onto this gangplank. Extend out on the rotations. Spawning out nothing in the Dragon Pit. Mineski, we do see that in terms of itemizations, whoa. Jin was forced to buy a Swifties. Not really good for them. But Nixta, as well as TG, looking to actually set something up for Zensho to maybe have a follow-up curtain call. Though that was still pretty scary. Maybe if they can connect a stun, but the problem is Shadow is there. I mean, his Devourers have been so good that Marky hasn't even died once. There was so many times they could have, but didn't. Suzuki in the top lane is just having the time of his life against Noel. Noel already super low in HP. Triforce built 12 minutes in. That's how strong Suzuki is right now. And next, already looking to set up this top lane. But Noel, his ultimate is still 40 seconds or 45 seconds off of cooldown. I'm wondering right now what the impact of Trevor will be, because he still hasn't done something. I mean, I'm still curious about how Atalia right now in the Philippine meta is, or how, well, to be more specific, Trevor can use this Talia, or how he will use this Talia. But now we do see that, oh, Cups, he spots out Nixta. Nixta does not know this. Oh, so yeah, okay, the minion should have shown Cups' positioning. Cups forcing out Nixta, but he might get a bit too overwhelmed there. He sees the HP. Can he go for the steal? No. Tries to double back, but that won't connect for him. But in the top lane, Suzuki getting the top tier 1. Though bot lane wise, 116 to 117. In terms of the CS, Zensho is still catching up, or in close by to what Marky has. Composition here of Mineski, the only pickoff that they do have is Noel, and Noel is staple to the top lane. I mean, his top tier 1 has been brought down already, so this could be an opener that they're looking for, but no, there you go. Goes in, knock up, Chaos Storm to force out Trevor a little bit, so the damage was not enough to take down Victor. They do have the Cannon Barrage to follow through onto EXO, but the placement was a little bit too off that it could not force EXO to actually, or didn't let EXO die from that. They see Nixta now, so they have to respect him a little bit. But of course, what Mineski for now lack in damage, they will come back later on. And then what Noel, if he can get his items, lacks now in tank ability, he will reclaim later on when he does get his onto those fights. Shadow had to use his shield, but there is a heal from Marky. Pushes away by Nixta. Here comes the wall. Oh my goodness, they have to flash over it. TG is trapped here. He's taken down. He's gonna be taken down. No! The heal and shield is enough. Deadly Flourish not connecting onto Trevor. Where is Suzaku? Right there, you can see the Shadow has been taken down. Noel is gonna be happy with that one. He did something for his team with that ultimate of his. I mean, they had the ultimate of the Talia, the Weaver's wall, but the depth charge was enough from Noel that actually made it a good trade for Mineski. But at the same time, Suzaku already working up onto this top tier 2. Look at the damage. Damn! And another one. They're sending 2 people into the top lane. This might be enough to actually deal with Suzaku, but at the same time, will he try to finish this off? Okay, he sees TG. TG lighting up the stun, but the movement speed boost from the barrels doesn't even have to use a flash because it's on cooldown. But still, you saw how well that was for Suzaku. The movement speed boost was way enough. TG is still chasing. Can he connect the stun? Yes, he can. But they try to go in. TG doesn't have his ultimate anymore and has to back off, or unless they want to give a free kill to Suzaku there. Suzaku's on a roll here for sure. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating it for Mineski, but Mineski did get something in the bottom lane. But in the top lane, if you look at it from their perspective, it looked to be way better for Infused. Because they only got like 1 for 1 in terms of the kills, and then they lost the top tier 2. Because they had like, what, 4v5? Still pretty scary. Dragon's about to come up. I think that's the Infernal Drake. Yes, it is. And, oh, Sneaky Beaky. Knife, Cups and Shadow. No, Nixta. Will he face check? Okay, they spotted out Zensho as well as TG, so they had to back off from that. Oh, Suzaku though, don't worry, he has the remove Scurvy. Unraveled Earth by Trevor to actually block off the pathing there of Mineski. And ouch, Noel took a bit of a beating. He almost Ghostblade next for Suzaku. But here comes Mineski. I think they're going to be happy with getting this mid-tier 1 rather than fighting for the Infernal Drake. But at the same time, bottom lane, Cerberus Marky looking to set it up. He has his Runan's Hurricane ready, so he's really looking to make as much impact in the team fights as possible. He spots out Zensho. So the full rotation of Mineski is here. And with that, they should start something. Weaver's Wall as well as Cannon Barrage to force them out, and then this could be a free Infernal Drake because they still have the ultimate of Marky to push away any opponents that might be a bit too much for Cerberus to handle. And with that, just 2 ultimates already. And, well, curious interactions of ultimates with the Weaver's Wall and the Cannon Barrage. Look at how much objectives Cerberus are actually getting. This is a 3-man stack in the bottom lane. Suzaku's a little bit caught up, but that's what that Devour is for. Misha takes out Suzaku to try and re-engage, but that turret gonna stop them a little bit in their tracks. TG, or rather, next to spotting out the ward, so he knows that they know that he's in the bottom lane as well as taking that red buff. But they're still stapled here, looking for a tower, and Mineski are gonna be surrendering mid as well as bottom. And Mineski have still yet to get 1 tower off the hands of Cerberus here. I mean, he can really try to make something out of Noel, because Noel's the only one who can actually, again, start off for Mineski, but at the same time, if Shadow is there, if he uses the ultimate, it's null and void when Shadow devours. So this is kind of an awkward situation where in Mineski, they want to engage, but they can't. Or they can use TG's stun, but then TG has to like flash in or at least be close to his opponents to make something happen. But he's not. With that, checking out the itemizations. Rylai's built already for Exo, as well as a Negatron Cloak. For Noel, he has a Sunfire Cape and a Ninja Tabi. Oh wait, Trevor though. Deadly Flourish forcing him to flash away. Oh, wait, what? That's the pickup that they were looking for. That's the curtain call by Zensho to finalize the kill onto Trevor. Teleport by Suzaku was a bit too late. Trying to set up some domino effect from the powder kegs. Marky is here. Exo, oh, he's setting up the... Oh, he devours Exo actually. Gets out of the stun, and Exo might get taken down here. He flashes over. Is that charge enough? No. But Suzaku a little bit out of position and almost gets obliterated. Actually, hold that thought, he is obliterated. Deadly Flourish to take down Shadow, or to put him down in his place. Here comes Marky. Looking for the auto attacks, but Cerberus making a couple of mistakes there, and Mineski to capitalize on that. We'll get a couple of kills. Not the mid-tier 1 though, but still. That's something for Cerberus to actually check out how aggressive Mineski will be when you put them against the wall. And with that, I think... Okay, so Marky still has the upper hand because, in terms of the gold, just because, well, towers have still yet to be taken by Mineski. Though you can see that they still have such that threat potential on Cerberus when Cerberus don't actually keep track of where the Mineski roster is. Two-1-1 here on Suzaku. He has his almost Ghost Blader, so maybe the split push would be better because Suzaku in team fights doesn't look to be doing crazy well. Baron has now spawned, and it looks like Mineski are again forcing this mid engage. Next, they're using his Yonmus. They spot out TG. And you can see here Suzaku trying to loop around. Did they spot out the gangplank? I don't think so. He's just backing off again. What is he buying? Oh, okay, so now he has a static shear. This is what happens when two experienced teams who know each other fight. Like, okay, we got some advantages against you, but then you still know how we play, so you can find the chink in our armor and then capitalize on that, which is what Mineski are doing. But still, they have to fear the carry potential of Suzaku as well as Trevor when they do hit their spikes. I mean, of course, Suzaku already has hit one of his spikes with the Yamu's Ghostblade and the Trinity Force, but then once he builds more items, once those power kegs turn into cannon, like, I don't know, explosive power kegs, like nuclear power kegs, that's when you have to be worried about the damage. Oh, look at the engage, but Trevor, biting off more than he can chew, has been taken down by EXO. He did the combo, but EXO was ready and waiting. He had enough HP, as well as return damage, that he was able to get the better of that one. Checking out the bottom lane. It's trying to be pushed by Marky, but no initial damage just yet. They spot out the rotation of Mineski and Marky. I think he has to get out of here. Just recall. Not trying to do for the push because Noel's already there at the bottom lane to stop the push. Setting up Zensho, almost eating a powder keg, but fancy footwork there by Jin. And now, where does Cerberus get to go at this point? Mineski, they finally found their momentum shift. Next is pretty strong already. He has the almost Ghostblade and the tier 3 Warriors Enchantment jungle item, so his damage is nothing to be trifled with. EXO is 202. He has a Mark 3 already, passive item or hex core item, as well as Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and on his way to an Abyssal Scepter. Yeah, and then Rylai's Crystal Scepter. But now, look at the cheekiness of Cerberus. They actually go over the wall so that they won't get spotted out by the sword. But are they enough to actually win this one? Because if Nixus checks this, and he does, this could be disastrous. Okay, he gets pushed out, but then he stops Cerberus's try on the Baron. They didn't have enough damage to actually make it true. But oh, Noel, he's tanky enough to actually deal with Suzaku, but the barrels have not yet connected, so Suzaku, I think, can win against that one, but then he has to still respect that Noel has the mindset to actually step out of the barrel's range, and Mineski starting to go to mid, but they catch out onto Zensho. They still have the ultimate of TG, but TG gets blown up. He still survives though, activates his ultimate, gets two-man catch there, uses the Chaos Storm, and they are trying to take them down as much as possible. Marky, oh my goodness, he was almost obliterated, survives! Oh, he almost gets out of there, but gets obliterated by EXO, though he gets delivered by EXO there by the seismic shove of Trevor, and Noel is the only one left standing with Suzaku and Trevor focus firing, and double kill for Trevor, triple kill for Marky, and that's gonna be an ace for Cerberus. What a engage by Cerberus. That was well executed and could be a Baron. I'm still thinking if they will go for that Baron. But that was such a Weaver wall, and Marky having the mindset to get the kill initially on Zensho. Yes, he gets the combo by EXO, but EXO did not have enough damage to actually finish off Marky, and because of that, when there was a low HP Nixta, Marky was just going in ham, and when they tried to focus too much on Marky, all of the other members there of Mineski were just, well, picked off by Trevor as well as Suzuku, and they had a good time. They had a really good time there. Oh, Trevor could not go back. He was like, no, bedazzled. TG was like, bedazzle. Here with this one, it's a pretty close game. Like there's still like the 5,000 gold lead, but then Mineski with their comp, they can still do it. The combo is there, Noel's there, but at the same time, Devour, Cannon Barrage, and Weaver's Wall are such good ultimates to use. I mean, I've never seen a Talia in the Philippine scene, but then we might see more of her. I mean, yeah, I've heard of it from G-Hub, but that was ages ago. Oh, Suzuku though, gets spotted out. EXO trying to do best he can. Dodges the powder kegs, and he's trying to run away. Suzuku is still alive. Oh, one more auto attack. Fast footwork there by EXO. Suzuku not knowing what hit him. Marky though. Seismic shove, TG. Doesn't use the ultimate, but he's so low that, man, that mindset from TG, like, oh, I can survive without using my ultimate, without saving myself, making myself invulnerable, and he does. But with that, you can see how powerful EXO is. 4-1-3. And his lasers are starting to destroy towers. Look at that. And he's already on his way to a Lich Bane. He's gonna start hurting even more. Oh wait, TG almost gets delivered by the Seismic Shove. Now, Suzuku is back. He has a Last Whisper and Mothmal Mortius. So that's how he actually survived EXO. But unless his powder kegs connect, he won't be able to deal with EXO, as EXO is just too fast for him to match up with. Okay, so sa mga nanonood dyan sa mga com shop, guys, mag-ingat kayo. Medyo lumalakas na ulit ang ulan. Kaya, alam niyo na, you know, always remember to bring your umbrellas and be safe, guys. Alam ko may parang ipo-ipo ata dito ng isang araw. Oh, nagpakita na si Yasuo sa Pilipinas. Pero pag nagpapakita si Yasuo sa Summer Shift ng Philippine League of Legends, di naman siya ganun ka-effective for now. Just because of how out of meta he is. Though I believe if you create a composition built for Yasuo, you can make it work. 700 crit damage by Suzuku. Time check, it is 10:20, guys. We're 30 minutes in. I'm a little bit exhausted right now. I've been non-stop casting, solo casting if you look at it, but still, I'm enjoying these games. Let's hype it up a little bit. I'm slapping my face, pack, and drinking some Gatorade. Wait, actually, wait. Let me take a sip. Speak of the devil, this might be it. They have the ultimate buy. Oh no! They get the catch onto EXO, that's the Weaver's Wall. They get the trap onto Zensho as well as TG! Oh my goodness, the ultimate by EXO though, forcing away Cerberus eSports, and Trevor's so low that he had to flash away, but the Devour was enough. Next to almost getting the kill there. And Mineski winning that one, as even if they get the catch onto Zensho and TG, TG's ultimate, the Cosmic Radiance, just glowed life for Mineski. They focus so much, and the ultimate by TG nulled the damage that Cerberus, when all of their ultimates was gone, thus settled. Mineski was still standing on top. You can see that Trevor was actually running away, and then he flashed over so that the mid laner was almost out of commission. But oh no, this is Suzuku setting up a barrel, almost gets the kill. Here comes Marky. Can he get the implosion there? Can he get the resets? TG goes down. Marky can actually go and just be that Justana reset rocket jumps that will first come out of Zensho. But the chase is on. They want the blood. Marky trying to loop around. Oh no, they trapped in, boys. They trapped in. Marky knows this. He's gonna get the blue buff as well. Can they spot out the Jin? But now Exo by Shadow, and it's like, no. So the only one who survives with the Baron is actually Zensho. 4 members of Mineski gone down. They thought that they had enough time, but sometimes it's just a bit too late. There's not enough time. This is like a drama, but here comes Cerberus. And with that punish onto Mineski, they look to get an inhibitor. This is still a pretty close fight. Even though Cerberus has that 6,000 advantage and inhibitor, Mineski did something well with their skills. I mean, both of these teams have created their comps for the sole purpose of that even if you have a ton of gold advantage against your opponent, you could still make something out of it because your composition is well adjusted for a mid-game skirmish. But then for Cerberus, they can still come into that late game because of, well, the Gangplank and of course the Tristana. But Jin in his late game is still something not to be trifled with, and he's building the classic El Clasico Jin. Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, and a Static Shift. Oh wow, the damage onto Zensho, forcing him out so quickly. But no one to Cerberus to capitalize on that. Oh wait, Trevor going with the Weaver's Wall, trying to block out the pathing there. Oh, Trevor pushing out away Exo, but Exo gets the kill onto Shadow. Next onto the Rek'Sai. Curtain call. Marky so low. Oh, run away, Marky. Trevor, oh, he gets obliterated, and Mineski punishing Cerberus for sticking too long and was enticed by the low health Zensho. I mean, they got the kill, but Zensho is not really the threat right now for Mineski. It's Victor, it's Exo, and that's gonna be inhibitor for inhibitor? No, not yet. Suzuko is here. Here comes Marky. This is just blow after blow. They're going in. Suzuko very low in HP, but Marky on the reset. Going on to TG. Looks out to him, but Exo there to stop him and checks with the Death Ray as well as the Siphon Power. Will they go and get this inhibitor? Not yet, as Suzuku is still alive left and standing to go in with the power kicks to defend this inhibitor. Wow. This is still a fight. Game 1. Close by these two teams, Cerberus and Mineski. They are showing their pedigree right now as one of the premier teams in the Philippines. And they are putting a hell of a show, guys. Hashtag MSKI win or hashtag CRB win. What's the next objective to come out? 35 minutes in. This could be the Elder Dragon already. Yes, it is. So 2 on both sides. So they will be capitalizing on that one. Suzuku, Shadow as well as Howling here in the bottom lane, but just trying to make some waves, push so that they can set for vision here around the dragons. This is going to be a very important objective for either side, and I think one mistake, one ace could be enough to push up to that Nexus and reach you that Game 1 win. So if you're just tuning in or have been with me since the time that this broadcast has started, again, this is the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8, League of Legends, Rise from the Rest, Leg 2. I'm Asurai from MineskiTV, and this is Game 1 in this best of 3 series between Smart.Mineski and Cerberus eSports. Dragon is almost up, 30 minutes onto the clock. No Baron just yet. Trevor trying to split push onto the top lane. Again, creating waves. Mineski have to deal with this mid lane as the inhibitor is down. So they have to be a bit respectable of the split lane, because if Cerberus, if they go for the waiting game, force out an Elder Dragon fight, and then they just actually bait it out so that the mid lane would be pushed with a lot of super minions. That might actually force Mineski into an awkward team fight. Still, can't say for certain what's gonna happen, but Elder Dragon's now live. Noel has a TP, so he can go to the bottom lane if need be. But look at this, they're setting up the vision. They spot out their Zeroth, so this wave won't be stopped at all. I mean, they do have Zensho to try and stop the wave, but is he enough? Blade of Drakthar. Oh no! Zenshos get caught up! Oh! The TG ultimate is not enough! Cosmic Ray is a little bit too late! And that is the ADR down! Market going in, looking for some more! Devoured by Shadow to keep him safe! And Noel is here for the fight! He's going in! Suzuku taking quite a bit of damage under turret! But here comes Trevor from the sidelines, looking in, trying to stop where the hell is Axo? Axo goes in with a Cosmic, or sorry, with the Chaos Storm, but only gets the kill onto Marky. That's only ADR for ADR. Again, blow after blow. Oh, but they're setting it up. This is so cheeky by Cerberus. Oh, they don't go into the too deep though. Axo, I think he was around this area right here that he got off a good Chaos Storm. But Marky, wow, he was a little bit too aggressive on that one. But still, you could see the deadliness for each team. This 3,000 here, right here, 3,000 gold lead or 3,000 deficit that Mineski have, that means nothing now. Baron gonna be up in 20 seconds. So what is better, Elder Dragon or Baron at this point? For either teams, it could be both. Like if you could get the double whammy, it should be good enough. It should be such a good enough tool that you can possibly, or at least have a higher chance of winning against your opponent. But then at the same time, will you give up the Baron for an Elder Dragon? Mineski look to set up for a Baron there. They spot out Nixta. They're trying to bait out Mineski here, but at the same time, both teams do have vision of the Elder Dragon, so no sneaky beaky Dragon takes. Marky finishing off his Bloodthirster, so he does have a lot of good form of lifesteal already. Spot out Shadow, Nixta. Both teams are just prancing around in the jungle. They're trying to set up as much wards as possible, looking for the catches here, hoping for something to happen. Suzuku, oh, he gets slowed. Deadly First connects. Suzuku almost gets popped, survives, but no collateral damage was enough! Cannon Barrage. Weaver Wall being used as well. That's not going to be good for Cerberus. This could be a Baron that they have to fight off with 2 ultimates down already. We still have Marky, but still, can Marky deal the damage that he must? There's the curtain call. Marky Rocket jumping away. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Has to Buster Shot away Nixta. And could this be full control for the Baron? At the same time, Cerberus can actually go and take this Elder Dragon themselves, but does he have a lot of HP that they can't go for it? I think that is a yes. But oh, cheeky plays here by Cerberus. Howling doesn't get the steal, but at the same time, Marky is here in the mid lane to get at least an inhibitor back for Cerberus. And oh wow, he still survives and stops the recalls of Mineski. Next to go in, looking at Trevor. Trevor trying to slow him down with his own skills. And will Nyx actually challenge? Oh, he goes in for the Seismic. Oh, he didn't see that there was that skill. The shield, rather, of the Maw of Malmortius. Invulnerable for a couple of seconds, but hold that thought. Here comes Nyx, or Suzaku. 1 for 1. Marky being chased down, gets slowed. Oh, Deadly First connects, he's dead. That Deadly First was so on point by Zensho. But that was a couple of kills. They have to survive for 50 seconds without Marky. But with that inhibitor down in mid, they at least have that slowing presence. now. With the Baron still in all of the members of Mineski, they can use Noel to actually be that split pusher. And actually can survive a lot of damage already. He has Frozen Heart, Spirit Visage, and of course Sunfire Cape with the Zizrot Portal. So even if it is up against Suzaku, he will be able to survive that. Oh no, double whammy. There it is, the dragon is being taken down. But I don't think Cerberus are going to give this away because that's just too much of an advantage. Marky is alive already, they're trying to stall for time. Another catch onto Suzaku, but now there is Shadow to actually defend him. That is a pretty good gravity field, but it's a bit too late. Dragon is still alive, or not a bit too late, but it is... Oh my goodness! Oh Marky! Oh Trevor! Exo is going in wild! Zenshou flashes in, and that is a worse trade for Mineski. Almost getting the kill on the TG. Suzaku is having a hard time killing Noel. Double kill for Zenshou, but the dragon has restarted or reset. And Cerberus are just waiting for this dragon to deal enough damage that they can go for another fight. They're setting up the barrels as much as he can. This dragon is very low. Oh, he goes in. Can he go for the steal? Yes, he does! And he gets the tunnel out of the way! That's gonna be Cerberus at least keeping themselves alive! Oh my goodness! Deadly Flares almost connecting. They're chasing down onto Suzaku right now. And this is the retreat game for Cerberus. That would have been disastrous if Life Howling did not get the smite steal on that one. And Void Rush away? Did he Void Rush away? I think it cancelled, or it was cancelled or something like that. There he is. But that was so clutch by Cerberus. They lost Trevor and Marky and still get a dragon. Plus the respect of Mineski not going aggressive onto them because Suzaku was still a threat. It was so good. Now we have Mortal Reminder by Suzaku, so no heals for you, boys. Now this will be very interesting to watch as both teams are still clutching it. Still trying to clutch it. Now the Baron has been already expended. 4-0! Oh, Trevor! Deadly Verse connects! Oh, ouch! Teleport in, and this is gonna be a 5v4 as Mineski barrels in down. Oh my goodness, all their items have been almost, or Zenshou and Exo in terms of items are locked on already. But Suzaku is still here. Oh, the hooks by Noel. Oh, the Deadly Verse, but there was another good devour by Shadow. But they have to respect the curtain call. Enough time to actually get this inhibitor down. But do they push in? Mineski backing off smartly. But still, this is very close. Both teams, we're 45 minutes in. And it's down neck and neck. This could be deadly for both teams if they lose. Well, for sure if they get a team wipe right now. It should be the one who gets a team wipe to win. But at the same time, Suzaku, Noel is already in a spot where he doesn't fear Suzaku's damage anymore. He can actually tank all the damage, and then if he gets a hook, TG can follow up with the stun, or Exo can follow up with his combo. And then you're just left in a situation where Cerberus are in a 4v5. Trevor there, he has to make himself a Zonia's Hourglass, or at least not get caught off again by like that. Still was pretty scary. I mean, it was a 4v5 if Mineski might have forced something. They might have actually won, but then at the same time, they had to respect Marky because he is locked item already. He is very dangerous. Cunning even. Baron's gonna be up in about 40 seconds. Dragon, not yet. But still, we are reaching. No, actually, we are already on our late game. Both teams are primed and ready to actually fight. They have the damage, they have the team fight presence. They just need that ignition to start it off. Spots out that Mineski are all here in the top lane. And Cerberus are looking to follow. This curtain call by Zensho is really good in actually pushing away opponents. Like, they don't want to attack any of the damage because there really is no real frontline for Cerberus. Maybe Shadow, but then it's not enough. Okay, Baron's live. They're starting off the Baron now. Do they spot this out? Yeah, they do. Cannon Barrage, not enough. They get again the catch onto Suzuku. They're waiting for it. Trevor gets knocked up. Shadow gets stunned. Followed up by the Gravity Field, but he is tanky enough that he will survive for a few more seconds. But there's a Chaos Storm getting him taken down. Cerberus back off. They don't have any more frontline. They don't have any more safety. Weaver's Wall is still there. But in terms of everything, Mineski has it. The engage, the damage, the pick off, the team fights. Cerberus could not free hit. This is the problem right now for the for this final spurt of game 1. But at the same time, if Life Howling or rather Cups can actually get another steal on this, that would be just disgusting. Oh, Suzuku flashes in. He flashes out. Triple 4-man knockup. Oh my god! Cerberus going in! Double kill for Marky. Getting over the triple. He's looking for more. He finds Axel. Triple. Oh, there's the Weaver Wall. That's it. Sancho Quadra shuts down Marky. Hold that thought. Quadra kill for Marky. Noel. Oh, he's the only one left standing. That was disgusting. By Life Howling. 4-man knockup by the Rek'Sai. And Marky pushing him in onto the Baron pit. What the hell was that? I don't believe it! And Suzuku gonna be able to get this inhibitor. It could have been over. But they're just gonna get themselves some secured objectives. But still, that was out of their minds. Next level plays there by Cerberus. And they get themselves his bots here too. And Mineski are still down for the count. This is gonna be 2 inhibitors. Easy peasy. Living crazy, grabe. What an engage by Cerberus. That's Cerberus for you. The triple threat. You have your Marky, you have your Suzuku, and then at the same time, Cups making a highlight play there with a 4-man knockup on the Rek'Sai. They line up, and then Schreber, for the life of me, has another great Weaver's Wall, putting him there. And then they were just like trapped in a corner and they could not deal with it. I mean, yeah, Zensho killing Marky finally, but not while Marky has that Quadra kill in his hands. They were so smart to set that up. And now they have really good momentum already, but at the same time, double Zizrat portal should be adequate to actually stop a super minion push. But then Mineski have to check this Baron. And Cerberus have, well, right of first Baron right now, so we'll have to see how this pans out. 10 more minutes, and we're about to reach our 60-minute mark, our 1-hour game. This is looking to be a methodical game by both teams. What a play. Damn. Now, Baron has still not been taken just yet. But you can see that there is lots of respect from both teams. They're not going in over-aggressive. And Marky finishing off. Or rather, yeah, he already has that Lord Dominic's regard. This is so intense. You're looking for more though. Will they find some? That's the question. Oh, he tries to go in and connects, but there's the curtain call. Marky should not take any damage here. He is one of the most important targets right now. Oh, Cerberus, they're trying to get the steal, Mineski trying to get the steal, but cannot. Oh, they're taking quite a bit of damage. Nixa is taking quite a bit of a beating, but there's the combo by Noel. He's taking so much burst damage here, but he gets taken down from too much commitment. Double man knockup. You get the catch. Axel almost killing down Trevor, but this is where Cerberus shines. One more on attack. Double kill for Cerberus. Double kill for Marky. It's only left to the hands of Axel as well as TG to save this one. But this is a 5-man push by Cerberus. Can they defend this? They're hanging on by the knife's thread here, guys. Oh no, this is going to be disaster. It's a disaster. Cerberus, they're just waiting for their wave. And they spot out the Zizrat portal. Can Exo as well as Zensho hold on for as long as they can? Oh no! Here comes Marky. He forces out the Zonius. Shut down for Exo. Keeps him alive. Marky going in. He has to respect Exo. There's the Radiance by TG. But now the Nexus is in their sights. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, game 1 is done. And Cerberus have done it. They've taken down Mineski for their first matchup. What a game. 53 minutes in. That was just blow after blow. And Mineski at the very last second tried to go in and fight against for the Baron, but could not win against, could not steal it, could not contain it. And they were too spread out. They did not fight to their composition and got immediately battered by Cerberus. Marky, my goodness, quadra kill. At that crucial point in time, look at that. Marky did not even have the damage. Like, he half the damage of what Suzuku did. But Suzuku had so much AoE burst already. Yeah, crazy gangplank damage. He is the demon. 66666. So let's check out the overview for the last time. Lots of Phantom Dancers being... Even Noel actually making himself his own Phantom Dancer. So, alright, I'm a little bit tired. We'll just take a short break before we go into our second match and hopefully our final one. Not because I'm rooting a lot for Cerberus, but